I'm standing here in Coromandel Gold Hemp and Organics. We're going to be talking to you about that soon. Something's going to happen and it could be good. Something's going to happen and it could be good. Something's going to happen and it could be good. Something's going to happen, Lord, we knew it would. I knew something good was going to happen, but I didn't know we was opening a store. Oh yeah, well things will change and leaves will fall and it will rain. Transformed before your eyes, no time for chasing. Why me? Whoa, you never know just how life is gonna go. So you jump in your boat and row, row, row. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we knew it would. Whoa, yeah, you've gotta aim high and go for your pie in the sky. Go ahead, trust yourself. Everything will right itself. Whoa, yeah, well life's a stream, so go ahead now, follow your dream. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Here we go, downstream. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we knew it would. Wow, it's a beautiful sunny day here in the Coromandel, and I'm lying downtown. James, you want to join us on the stage? Come and join us. I'm going to put that down. Let me give you this little thing. Come, tell us if we're in the picture.
Beauty.
Are we good? We both in the picture? James, you've been on our show before. How are you?
Good, good.
You know what's when you first were on the show, James is a quarterback for American football, and he was on his way to Brazil to be the star of the team. And then COVID hit, and you had to just totally revamp your whole life. Mm-hmm. What are you doing?
So we couldn't go to Brazil.
No.
So instead, we've opened up an organic store here in Coromandel town, specialising in. Specialising in organic products, hemp products, and also local Coromandel goods.
Now, at one point, you thought you might be getting a grant from the government. That's what kind of got you going. Mm-hmm. Like the government, the New Zealand government was giving out grants for people to start businesses, but you didn't end up getting a grant.
No.
So you just did it anyways.
We've just done it on our shoestring budget, and we've just started it.
And like, why hemp and organics? Why?
Because I think it's the major thing that the town needs. Doesn't have an organic store until now. And we've been coming on and off for the last sort of 6, 7, 8 years. And we've just always thought when we settle, finally, we'll open up an organic store. And it's come a few years earlier than expected, but it's here.
Hey, better than a baby.
So it's good.
They're always unexpected.
Don't speak too soon, no.
All right, so you took all the money you'd saved to go to Brazil and be a football star, and you spent it opening a shop. So now you're a shopkeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that inside? Can you live with that?
Yeah, I can live with that.
Are we going to be like? Do we have to throw you the money so you can catch it?
That would be nice. Yeah. That would be nice.
People feel free to throw money on it.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I've decided I'm going to start a football team here in Coromandel as well.
Oh, well.
So, American football coming to the Coromandel very soon.
If that's something that excites you, American football. So you're having a little opening party this afternoon?
Yep,
Is it your birthday or something?
It was my birthday 2 days ago.
Oh, well, we're glad you got bored.
2 days into my 27th year.
Two days into his 27th year, and you've opened this fabulous shop. And starting at 2 o'clock, you're going to have a little hemp tasting. We're going to do a little preview right here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Excellent. So you're not only you're selling some organic produce that people come in, locally sourced items.
Locally sourced items, such as these ones behind you. We have a range of macadamia nuts, all organically grown in Cathedral Cove out of Hahe. And very, very good. We've sold out of the dark chocolate coated macadamias. But
somebody I know bought some and they were like, Laura, it was terrible. I ate the whole bag.
Yeah. So they've been a bit of a favourite. And we're always looking to source more local organic produce and products. So if anyone out there watching is interested, just come on in or send me a message. And we'll get some things going.
Okay, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna get you back up here.
Yep.
Jenny, would you like to join me on the stage? We'll get Jenny up here. Oh, let me take you. Yep, thank you. You're getting good at this.
Thank you very much.
He's getting good at this. All right, Jenny, how lovely to meet you.
You too.
She says Jenny like Virginia, and I'm like, I used to live in Virginia, so we're good. Jenny, what do you do?
Well, I came across this beautiful shop only a day or so ago, and I was really impressed. And hemp's a love of mine. I think it has so many good qualities for health, well-being, and I've been invited to share my products in the store, which is awesome.
So what kind of products do you have?
So I've got a little...
So we'll hold this up. Is this good? Can you all see it there?
So these lovely products come in a roller bottle, which is really easy.
Oh, you want to? Yeah. But will you hand me one of these? Will you hand us the tester tray of roller bottles, just so we can show people how they come?
Well, maybe just one.
Okay. Just one. I mean, I don't know if we need to test it or not, but just this is a roller bottle, and it has
So easy application, you can roll it on. This one is for pain.
I'm not in pain, blessedly. Blessed
it is
be.
hemp seed based. All of these are hemp seed based, and this one has different essential oils to relieve pain. It's been a really good seller. I've been actually promoting that for about a year now.
Now, why would you use a hemp seed oil base?
Because the hemp actually gets into the muscular system, it's non-sticky, and it absorbs. So it actually helps with things like arthritis, pain.
My hands are a mess. But
So
we'll
this,
sit.
this being a topical one,
Yeah.
and then of course you can take all the lovely other hemp seed products which are available in the shop, like the hemp seed oil, to work internally, and this will give you relief during the day and during the night for any type of pain. And we also do ones for sleeping, itchy skin, so insect bites, that sort of thing, immune system.
And when you say you do them and you make these, like what do you do?
Okay.
Which part of it do you do?
Okay, I put all these together. I've been kind of working in this field for about 30 years now. So a little bit of an alchemist on the side.
Ooh, I love that word, alchemy. Look it up, folks, if you don't know. It's turning straw to gold.
So it's bringing all the different ingredients together, which are the best quality for the conditions that these little guys deliver.
So you have like a bottle of hemp seed oil and different bottles of essences, and
Sure, but I can't give too many of my
Oh
secrets
no!
away.
Okay, she's not giving away her secret, but you mix them up in
blend
proportions that you feel are helpful to people.
Yeah, so it's actually, the different proportions actually make the product work. Yeah.
Oh, and so other than oils, is that the only products you're making with hemp at the moment?
Oils, essential oils. I do a nice 5 thieves blend and put hydrosols, homemade organic hydrosols.
Okay, now wait, what is a hydrosol?
A hydrosol is actually a product that's made from plant material, so it could be any type of herb or flower or bark, resins. All depends what qualities you want to bring through in the product. And those go into a still, a copper still, and then they go through a column of steam, and they come out as pure water. and you can take them internally, most of them, and you can use them on your body, and you can use them in cooking.
Wait. So I'm taking a plant,
Yep.
and how am I turning it? I'm putting it in a copper still?
Yep.
Do I do something first? No.
No, it goes into the water in the copper still, and heat rises up.
Yep.
It comes into a slow boil in a simmer, and then it turns into a steam. So the steam goes up through a column, and then it comes back down as pure hydrosol.
Hydrosol. Was that the stuff Trump was taking?
No,
Well, it's something with an H.
that was hydroxychloride.
All right,
which
not to be confused with hydroxychloride. Okay, good. Whew, I'm relieved.
Yeah.
And these plant-based, the product that you end up with?
Yes.
This water is healthful.
Spray?
Let's try this
I'll
spray.
show you.
How exciting!
Yep.
Who knew?
Yep. So would you like to try
I
some?
would.
Makes your
When do I
hands
try?
really nice and soft.
Oh
too.
God, my hands need it. People, my hands. Look at this. This is an embarrassment. It's a good thing I don't touch anybody else. And what? Besides smelling delicious and making my hands soft, what else will it do for me?
So this one is actually a traditional 5 Thieves blend. So it's antibacterial and antiviral.
Right, and that is the very best. You know, all this virus going around. I tell you, if you squirt some, I don't know, but this product you don't put in your mouth.
No, because
No.
it's got the essential oils. in it.
Right, but you just sort of keep this stuff around you and you don't
Sure.
get viruses.
Well, hopefully not.
Hopefully
We
not.
can't make any claims, but the educated do know.
Yes, we're not making any claims, but we're thinking that it's good stuff. Okay,
Yeah.
so I would spray the different times on me. Now, when did you know that hemp was going to be a product that you would find useful?
Well, hemp seed oil it's got a nice nutty flavour. You can take it internally.
And we're going to taste some later.
Yeah, and you can use it externally.
Uh-huh.
And it comes in a whole range of
And you're not
different-
afraid, you're not worried about the stigma? Ooh, hemp, stigma,
No,
stigma.
no,
You're
hemp
druggy,
seed,
you're horrible,
hemp seed.
you're a criminal? No, none of that, none
No,
of that. No.
hemp seed is totally harmless.
Or it's not
not
harmless,
gonna
it's
make
it's like healthful,
It's healthful,
but it doesn't intoxicate you, is it?
Absolutely not.
Right. So we can feel confident using this hemp seed, and we're not doing anything that's might be considered like
Illegal.
illegal or unhealthful.
There's a beautiful hemptation milk.
Oh, yes.
Available in the shop, and that is so
let's try
delicious.
some of that. Let's just have a little sip of that. I'm going to taste this. And then, hey, James, why don't you get, come on up here. I've lost your names, Miles. I was calling you. This is Miles. He cycles for miles and miles. We're going to switch over to Miles here real quick.
Thank you.
Miles, other than, there you are. There's the O. Miles, let me offer, before we talk, I'm going to offer, dare you drink this hemp milk?
I do dare.
Okay, dare it. Drink it up.
Tastes good.
Now,
But like soy milk a little bit.
do you drink soy milk?
I used to a lot.
Yeah. So would you consider this better, or like just as good or better, or?
I think it's nicer. I think I like things that aren't too sweet sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Yeah,
it's
this
good.
one doesn't sweet. Does this one
Nice.
have any sugar in it? Added sugar at all?
I eat sort of oats, and usually it's my main sort of breakfast thing and stuff. So
Yeah.
finding things to put on that is good. Yeah.
Yeah, they do have oat milk and
Yeah.
rice milk and soy
It could be-
milk
yeah,
and
yeah.
all these. Okay, so yes, wait. Let's bring the whole thing up here. Let's show people how it comes. And can you see those ingredients to read them?
So it's purified water, oat milk powder 5%, dehulled hemp seed 5%, coconut nectar, marine calcium, and xanthan gum.
Well, there you go.
Yum, yum, yum.
And so you could come down here and purchase one of these, and it's sort of it's a collapsing self-dispenser. So if your family drinks a lot of those little boxes of different types of milk, I would consider running down here to Coromandel Gold Hemp and Organics and trying one of these dispensers. Now, you don't have to refrigerate this, is this correct?
You do after it's open.
once it's open, you would store this in your refrigerator and just dispense out of your refrigerator like, I like the little cute drawing on the front there. All right.
Good eco packaging.
Good eco
Like,
packaging.
yeah.
Yeah, we like the
You know?
cardboard packaging.
Yeah.
So, Miles, other than popping around,
Yeah.
popping around tasting hemp products, what do you do?
I'm into bicycles, and I like to fix bicycles, and I recycle bicycles. So I go to the recycling centres, like there's one in town called the Gold Mine, and the Seagull Centre in Thames, and find like bikes that need to be fixed up, and people bring me bikes to be fixed. So I have a little business called Miles Watson Recycled Bicycles and Repairs.
Miles Watson
Yeah.
Recycled Bicycles and Repairs.
Yeah. So.
Great.
But I guess my other thing is with my girlfriend. I'm just mad. I get crazy about bikes and travelling with bikes. So I have a website about mountain biking and travelling by a mountain bike with frame bags. It's like cycle touring, but it's a bit more. You can go anywhere. So
because of the mountain bike.
Yeah,
That's what makes it
because of the
different
mountain bike, and you don't have the panniers on the side, which restrict you from actually going places through the bush. And if you have panniers, then there's a lot of
Panniers, that's a fancy word for side baskets on the back.
There's a lot more like slows you down, like aerodynamically.
Oh yeah.
But it just like it means that you can. With these frame bags, you can just grab any bike and just strap on with a Velcro, like a saddle, like a bag out the back of the bike. So essentially, you can have these bags here, and you don't have to have all the mounts on the frame and all these specifically, and take hours and hours like doing it all up. You just with a quick little bit, you just whip on the bags.
Where do we get one of these bags?
I'd actually like. Well, there's a few people who do custom made ones, but for the triangle. But I'd like to learn how to make them. But, yeah.
So what it is it's like in between your legs, basically on the triangle frame of your bicycle, right in there.
Yeah.
That pack fits in there.
Yeah, and there are other parts of it, but it's
Okay, so you do this mountain bike touring.
Yeah.
And you write a blog about it? Is that
Yeah,
correct?
we have a website called mtbtime.com. And,
so wait, say that again?
MTB, which stands for mountain bike.
Yeah.
.com. And my girlfriend and I have been doing it for about the past year and a half, and we write articles that we try to do things like like one of our articles recently was how to recycle bicycle tubes and tyres.
Oh.
Like the best ways to do that.
What is the best way? I know we should read the article.
In the garden and stuff like that, and to make it like a seat and stuff. I just made a seat recently, and then like Cindy came to me as well. It was like, oh hey, you got some more bicycle tubes and stuff like that to redo the part that you sit on. And but you can in the garden you strap things up, and you can protect your bicycle frame. You can do lots of things and cut it into like rubber bands.
Yeah, great big
rubber bands. Just
huge rubber bands.
All sorts of things and stuff. So we have a website and try to be alternative about like how to make homemade sports drinks and things like that.
How do you make homemade sports drinks? What do you do?
Yeah. So you get things like honey and lemon, and then you put a bit of salt in there. At the moment, my girlfriend, she's the one who writes most of the articles because we're just starting out and we're not making money from it. So I need to fix bikes to make money. And but we work together very very well. I find it a little bit harder to sort of sit down on the computer for so long. So we worked. I've got a lot of passion and the knowledge, and she helps make it come together. And our plan is to cycle around the world, summer to summer. Like with a tablet, go to Europe for 6 months, have a tablet, write articles and stuff like that. So trying to figure out a way to make it sustainable, to be able to do it and try to make money from it, but in a good way. Like we do it all for free.
There's
at
nothing
the moment.
wrong with money, baby.
Yeah.
Come on, bring it on. Somebody Venmo me some money. I want some. Bring it on. Bring your bike down here. Tip the man when he fixes your bike. Buy some hemp product.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we just try to yeah, like every once a week, every 10 days, do an article and say to people, what would you like to hear about? Like, we have people email us all the time, like, oh, where would you recommend to go riding, and what is some good cycle clothing to buy, and what food should I have here, and what bike, you know, what is a good bike for this trip, and yeah, just giving tips and inspiration.
And when you go on a bike trip, like you would literally go off for weeks or months.
Yeah. I went 2.5 years ago. I spent 4 months and cycled all around the South Island, and then you can have like either a solar panel or a dynamo, and it's just living really simply, and it just pretty much you just don't need anything.
And is that a success? Are you a success if you don't need anything?
Yeah, that's
I thought
the way.
if you had everything, you were a success, and here you are needing nothing.
But and most minimalist you can. Like if you have more stuff, you potentially you have to. It's harder to carry around, and you'll forget stuff. I love music, and I love taking a photo. So the only thing I really need is my speaker powered while I'm biking along, and to have a good camera.
Are you the guy that rides around town with a speaker on your back? Yeah. So you
Yeah.
have a backpack bicycle speaker that you just ramp up so that you can get your group. What do you like to listen to when you're biking?
Everything, but dance music's good. It's got a good pump to it. But Kate Bush is probably my favourite artist. But like dance music is always being released, like new mixes all the time.
Right.
So I can just hit subscribe, and it sort of, just powers me along. I enjoy it. But a lot of the time, the serenity is so nice. You want to hear the birds, the bees, you know, the sound of the ocean and everything. But yeah.
Now, when did you become a bicycle enthusiast?
Probably about when I was 13. Yeah. So I'm born here in Coromandel, and
So you were born and bred here?
yeah, born and bred here,
Local.
in Coromandel.
Local.
And just so bike riding just feels good, you know. And my dad used to bike ride, and some of the other people around town, and I went with them, and I did my first bike race when I was 13, and we won it, and it was like the best, you know, it's the best feeling ever, and
So
still is.
wait, you won the very first bike race you ever were in?
There was a triathlon here in town, and one of the kids from school goes, "Oh, you're pretty fast, like cycling home and stuff." And there was probably about 350 people, and I started like last on the bike leg, and I passed everyone. We had to go out to Takuma and back out there, and and then from that day on, it was just that feeling. I was just like, I don't know, it's like the best.
Well, right.
Feeling.
I mean, because clearly you had some sort of natural. I mean, what do you think makes you so good at riding bikes?
Just very passionate about it, but for my sort of personality, I mean, it's not like ADD-ish sort of thing like that. It's just like it just boosts good dopamine. I love to be in the sunshine. I love nature. I just love all of it. I love the adrenaline factor. It's sort of it's just a really good feeling to be out in nature, and when you like sunshine, exercise and stuff like that, it all boosts you, and it makes you feel good. And it's just probably the biggest thing is that sense of adventure, you know, like
And why is it such an adventure? You're just going down the road, or no? Or are you going off road?
Like when I'm going off road and things like that. I think I was like a 9 years old. I used to even ride to like my school and back out at Tara School out at Mana, out at there. But like when you're younger and stuff, my parents always no one says, oh, you can't do this or you can't do that. So it's like your mind is the only limiting factor of what you can achieve. You just hop on and go.
Now, do you feel, speaking of your mind, like your mental dialogue, so here you are pumping along, I presume your legs get tired.
Yeah.
So what do you say to yourself inside your head to keep yourself?
Sometimes, I don't know, like actually the harder the suffering, the more the reward. But
I know afterward, but like during the moment, you're suffering. What are you saying inside your head? Keep going, or what do you say to yourself?
I think sometimes I like sing songs in my head and stuff, or I think of past experiences which I've felt really good. So there's a thing called like a state of flow, and I experienced that like the first time I was about 14 when I was like mountain biking, and you just sort of like, you know, do like a 2-hour mountain bike race, and you don't even remember it. Like everything is just coming to you. You're just in a complete meditative sort of experience. And a little catchphrase for our website or myself is like MTB, mountain biking is my meditation. That's where, because my brain is quite like hyper and thinking a lot like that. It's that one time that sort of when I'm biking and going from turn to turn, my brain actually just sort of switches off, and it doesn't think anymore because it's being simulated so much. It's being, you know, I don't have to think. It's just like, well, it's like a car driver and things. But one of the things I think I've been so good at biking is because of my sort of, I don't know, like it suits my brain sort of personality. But I've just always, I feel really good after going for a bike ride. So, and I think one of the things that it's not actually just about the biking, but it's actually like meeting like yourself, or it's a way for me to go places, and I never know who I'm going to meet on the road and what adventure I'm going to have. Like, it's not just about the biking, you know, like I go for a bike ride and then I go for a swim, and I climb through the bush, or go up a mountain, or jump off a waterfall, or I just, you know, come into town here, and I see all my friends, and I give them a wave, and they stop and say hi.
It's totally different on a bike than in a car. Because if you're riding by on your bike and you see somebody you know, you can just stop and talk to them. If you're in the car, you can't just stop in the middle of the road.
You can just, I think if anyone wanted to do traveling, the bicycle I think is the best way. Like if you do it by a car, you really, and that's even like a day-to-day sort of life, but you're really not experiencing life and taking it in. Like when you're on the bike, you can just stop easily any time, and you're always hearing the birds and stuff. Like I just heard the other night, like because spring is sort of coming and all the birds, and you can completely like take in the sunset and everything like that. You can smell it, you can taste it, you can stop, and people talk to you, and you bike along through different places you've never been to, and people will offer you in and give you like, you know, coffee and cookies, or hey, here's a place to stay, or, you know, like really sort of experience life to the fullest if you're on your bike other than a car.
And do you consider yourself like a health nut?
I mean,
like in your diet and all that?
Yeah, like
a health nut.
Yeah.
A health enthusiast.
Yeah, I do, yeah. I think nutrition is probably one of my favourite things. It just feels good. I don't sort of set out to go, I need to be on some sort of diet, or I need to be eating like that. It's just like internally it feels good. And we've got a garden at home where my mum lives, where I live at the moment, and she's been there for 35 years, and it's probably the best veggie garden we've ever come across. It's got all the blood and bone. It's got all the seagrass and stuff, and so I just love to eat. I love to eat out of the garden, and I pretty much don't. If something's got ingredients on it, then it's probably not good to buy.
Right.
I spend lots of like chickpeas and lentils and.
And are you vegetarian?
I grew up being a vegetarian, but I don't really buy meat or anything. Like we get some free-range eggs from up the road, but I can buy like 5 kilos of sunflowers for like $25, and then I put them in my NutriBullet and I grind them up. And I put it in all my food, and that's pretty much what I live on. It's like sunflowers.
Yeah.
Because it's healthy and it's cheap.
Yeah.
And it's sustainable and it's good for the planet.
Oh, can we? Excuse me. We got some messages from the back. Yes. Anybody out there have any questions? Let us know. Now, do you have any big bike events coming up? Or has that all been canceled from?
Yeah, I guess. Well. I'm in a little bit of a wait actually for my girlfriend. I haven't seen my girlfriend for 7 months, and she's German, and she's over in Germany with her parents, and she's coming back on the 3rd of October, and I have sort of more so, I'm saving up for a van for us so that we can go around the country to go camping and to go mountain biking and stuff. So I would like to, but yeah, I think my plan is to get a van so I can share the experience of New Zealand with my German girlfriend to show around the country. So that's the sort of plan.
That's pretty
and
good.
And go to Rotorua and Taupo.
My goodness, we've got some loud hoopla going on outside the door.
Yeah.
Well, Miles, thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming. And is there anything else about anything else you'd like to share with the world about biking or life or ideas or?
I guess I am a bike nut, but I think one of our catchphrases is like, if more people rode bikes, like the world would be a happier place. And I think it's one thing is I think if everyone has respect for one another on the road, like car users and bike users would be a big thing. I've been into hospital.
I was gonna say.
I was in Sydney trying to be a nurse, and I got hit by like 4 cars, all not my fault. I can't even get my arm up to here. I got like hit and run, broken bones, all these things.
Yeah. So what do we do about that? Like, we can't. How can I
It's
recommend
just more
for
of
people?
it's just be a little bit. Don't be everyone. Just be respectful of one another, like road users. You know, I don't know. If you ride a bike, you get a bit of an understanding and stuff. Like, don't be impatient.
Don't be impatient.
Bikes are good for the world, so support each other. I don't know, yeah.
Absolutely.
Thanks for having me on.
Hey, thanks for
inviting
coming.
me. Yeah.
And I'm glad
I
you got
always
to
say
taste. Yes, you do. Thank you for tasting the hemp milk
tastes
for
good.
us. Yeah,
Love it.
you're good. You're in. All right. Thank you. I'm going to play a little song, and then we're going to try and do something about the volume level in here. Things are getting kind of crazy. And then we're going to, is Maya around out there? Oh, what do you have something to say? Yes, come on. Come on up here. Jenny, what do you got to say? There's something going on. Jenny wants to share with us.
Yes,
What up, Jenny?
I forgot the most important thing.
What? My goodness, tell us.
About the hemp oil, why I originally brought it into my life was because
Hey, y'all be quiet in the kitchen. They're listening. They won't be quiet. Quiet in the kitchen. Okay, off you go.
So the most important thing that
About hemp oil.
about hemp oil on my journey was because of my dog. He snapped his cruciate ligament, so he was in a lot of pain, and I didn't know that he'd snapped it originally. So I got him on the hemp seed oil and also turmeric, and that's really helped him. And of course,
How do you administer the hemp seed oil to your dog?
in his food, straight in the food.
Okay.
Yep. So you mix. Oh, you know, they can
Lick it off your hand, but you can just
if you
pour a
want
little bit
to,
over his.
But, you know, it's nicer sort of in the food, and it really helps with their joint mobilisation. He has had to have an op, which is resulting in a little bit of arthritis. He has a metal plate. So, you know, hemp every day in his food really helps to lubricate those joints and ease any pain that might be coming on, and to prevent any, you know, further damage as well. So, great for animals.
That's great for animals. Now we know, but Jenny, before you leave the stage, as it were, I like to give people a gift. And Miles, these are little. Come on up here again. These are little native trees. And I don't know if we're all in the picture. Come on closer. These are little native trees with a parsley plant. This is the little hebe, and that's like a manica. And this is my way of recycling. I drink too many milk bottles, and instead, so I cut off the top, recycle that, and I reuse the bottom by digging up these little trees that are in some place where they won't do well, and sharing them with people on the show. And there's a little parsley plant in there because they say it's impossible to transplant these little native trees, but I do it anyways. But I always stick a little parsley plant in there in case the native tree. So thank you for your time. And plant that somewhere. And thank you for your time.
So much.
And plant that or give it away.
Good stuff to grow and eat in the bush. Like I'm not sure what the medicinal.
Manuka, it's a good cleanser.
What does it do?
It's an antibacterial, it's a good cleanser. So, you know, your Manuka honey comes from there, so that will give you an indication
we
of...
did like a bike ride around the cave.
Wait, you actually just eat little...
I go along and eat, like every day I'm eating like kawa, and I just sort of, I like to learn all that sort of stuff. I'm very...
so you would actually, I mean, we've heard of the honey and the flowers and this, but you actually
tea.
break off a little bit.
Put some in your
tea.
cup. Yeah.
Well, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. Oh, it's a miracle. It's God's little miracle.
Yeah, but just check which plant, you know.
Yes,
some of them can
you gotta
have
know what
some
you're doing.
toxicity in them.
All right. Well, thank you, both of you, for being here. James has been given a tree in the past. I'm going to sing a little song. And there we go. I'm going to sing you a little song about good nutrition. about food. All right, y'all, pipe down in the back. Shh, whisper, whisper. Well, first there was eggs, and then there was butter, with bacon frying and the milk from the udder. Seemed like the way to start every day. Thankful for my breakfast. Yes, I'm thankful to eat. Well, right about noon, we had bread and cheese and a fizzy cold drink and little green peas. Seemed just right for the middle of the day, and I'm thankful for my lunch. Yes, I'm thankful to eat. Just after dusk, we be called in to eat a soup made with love and potatoes and beets. Seemed like the way to end every day. Thankful for my supper. Yes, I'm thankful to eat. Oh, we got Monica bushes we could eat. We got hemp seeds. Hello, come on in and look around. We're doing a live show, but that's all right. Well, late at night, you go for the fridge door. You reach right in and you get a little bit more. Seemed like the way to end every day. Thankful for my supper. Yes, I'm thankful to eat. Everything's getting a little crazy. Yeah, here we are. We might just cut all this short. I think we got customers coming in the show. We've tasted some hemp. Come on down, folks. There's all sorts of things you can buy. There's a party going on out front. There's a hoopla going on. And check in with us. Again, anybody have anything they want to know? Otherwise, woo! End of show.